Welcome back to Safe Space. Last week, our brave heroes emerged from the mine and got into all sorts of shenanigans. The three had the privilege and honor of meeting with our incredible CEO Valentine in order to receive their next assignment. Shortly after, they were introduced to their fabulous Progressor Squad ship named, Jeffrey Jazz Hands Is the teleprompter busted? Anyways, Baxter attempted to sell some goods to local shopkeeper Rosa Sparks, and with the help of our resident goo girl, the two made a whopping profit. Finally, Gazette turned the charm up to 40, rolling 2 natural 20s in a row, and convincing the cute shopkeeper to part with a lucky ring. I'll let you get right into the show. Thank you so much for watching Safe Space!
So, Rebecca, how much EXP did I get for slaying that puss?
You can get 10 XP for slaying that puss.
Damn it,
Really?
Baxter, we're falling behind.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Damn.
In exchange for badass points.
Yeah,
You're
right.
Generous DM.
You know
Yeah.
how -1... Well, because, 10 points isn't gonna do shit. That's the same as if you killed a rat.
I'm now level 15.
You're right, Brad. Why don't we all just go ahead and get 10 or, really 20,000 free XP? It's not gonna make a difference. We really ought to just...
Well, Eden, go slay that puss.
Yeah, Eden. Go slay that puss. Yeah, I'm pretty free to... Yeah, I think we can just head off on our first mission.
Yeah, I think so. So, let me just pull up my notes. Fuck are you? Oh, okay. Alright, so... As you guys finish your negotiations, you all eventually can reconvene back at the ship and spend some time just lounging around, relaxing, maybe chatting a little bit, but mostly just resting before your next endeavor. So, after several hours, a fairly long rest, you guys are suddenly surprised by the sound of Alicia's voice saying, "Alright guys, I think I'm finally done! So, you all should be able to head out to your next mission at your leisure. Would you like me to open the hangar doors for you?"
Sure. Thanks. Thanks, Alicia.
Hey.
Alright. So she double checks the navigation to make sure that you guys are headed to the right spot, starts up the ship, and the engines start to whir a little bit, and it lifts off the ground just by a little foot.
I lean my head out in the window and say, "Bye, Alicia."
Alicia just kind of looks over her shoulder and waves at you before pressing the button that opens the main hangar doors. So alarms start flashing as everyone around.
Wait.
What's up?
Wait.
What's up?
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Okay, so while Gazette is doing her thing, leaning her head out, I lean my head out next to her and hold my hands up and I go, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
And as you both scream Jeffrey, the engine powers up, the doors entered, and you're launched into the atmosphere.
We remember
Jeffrey!
to close the window before we left, right?
No. Jeffrey!
It's okay. There's handrails, so you guys are sticking your heads outside the ship
we're not
as you start to
suffocating?
rocket into the sky. Well, you're not in the upper part of the atmosphere. You're just
Okay.
out of the hangar.
Okay.
So-
Stars the skyline, speed of lights
Oh
for
my
pussy.
The song's copyrighted. We can't.
Shit.
It's at the speed of time. But
Oh my
But-
God.
as you guys start to ascend higher up into the atmosphere, the doors start to automatically close as the auto navigation engages, and you guys start to see the outpost get smaller and smaller in the view, the red sands of Mars kind of blending into the reflective surface of the outpost until you pass through a small layer of very thin clouds and are managed to breach the main part of the gravity of Mars. So The shuttle jolts a little bit as it breaks free and suddenly is able to accelerate much faster in open space. And you guys start your fairly short journey over to Venus. As
Hey,
you guys are traveling, you can see stars whizzing by, and you can start to see Earth get a little bigger, and as it starts to
Man,
pass
this
you by.
Earth.
What's up, Baxter?
Oh, I just wanted to turn to Eden.
I guess that's staring at Earth.
Did...
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Hey,
You see
Eden.
a planet that's mostly clouded by pretty dark gray clouds. It's hard
Ah.
to see the surface.
Yeah, must be a
Oof.
bad day to look at Earth. I'm sure it's beautiful most of the time. It looks so beautiful in all the pictures, you know? Oh, blue and green.
Yeah, the old pictures.
The old picture? What do you mean?
You know, back when it was blue and green, and you know,
Was? Wait, hold up. What? What are you talking about?
pollution stuff.
Yeah, I know that there's ocean, but no. What do you mean when it was?
Hmm?
What?
You're on
Deactivate and report to the cockpit.
you're on the right track, Baxter. I think Cassette just doesn't know about the history, but it would make sense that you would.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Of course it's still blue and like, I mean, it's not right now, but like, I'm sure there's just having some bad storms there.
Sure.
You're
Yeah, it's up to you how much you want to tell or not, Baxter.
Sure.
oh
Sure.
what?
Hey, hey, Eden. Did you see the spray paint we did outside the ship?
Jeffrey.
I did not.
Well, we named the ship. We named
Jeffrey.
it Jeffrey, but you know, you have to say
have
it while
to.
doing jazz hands.
It's part of the official mission guidelines.
With our lack of authority, defacing Utology property is likely to yield reprimand.
Alicia
Yeah.
told
Yeah.
us we could name it.
Name it
Yes.
with spray paint.
She didn't say we couldn't.
That it's not a.
Just say the damn name of the ship.
I've yet to be told that you would not survive a trip out of the airlock. Would you like to experiment?
Ugh,
Yeah,
you're useless.
I can hold your hand.
Only
I
if you
Jeffrey
do it at jazz hands.
I Jeffrey it.
You Jeffrey it? Oh my god.
Because
I
Jeffrey's
hit
our
the Jeffrey.
ship!
Oh
What'd you
my
say?
Anthony hits the Jeffrey.
God. Oh.
Jeffrey! I love Jeffrey.
You're welcome.
So fucking good. Never in a million years did I think we would name our ship fucking Jeffrey. It's so
Neither
good.
did I.
But-
That's why Jeffrey has to come back.
Yeah.
All right. So
Alright, so
as you
Other than
guys
that,
finish
space
up this
samurai.
conversation, you guys look out the window again to see that that Venus is already basically right in front of you. The shuttle starts to slow down a little bit as it hits the outer edges of the atmosphere of Venus. So far, all you can see from such a high elevation are just kind of dark, dusty clouds of yellow that completely cover the majority of the surface of Venus's atmosphere. And so as the shuttle starts to descend into Venus, you're basically surrounded by a yellow mist on all sides. This occurs for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but for a little under a minute until you guys are able to break through the more dense cloud layers and are able to start to see parts of the surface. As you guys start to descend and get closer to the surface, it becomes more apparent. It goes from a very yellow kind of dull filter over everything to a little more clear, at least in the areas directly around you, and you're able to see these large, kind of tropical looking plants that resemble the height and size of trees, creating a very sparse canopy. except you aren't able to see much of a stalk for them. It mostly seems like it's just one or two giant leaves that sprout up about like 30 to 40 feet up into the air, with smaller and smaller leaves going down as it gets lower down the plant. In between these different kind of tree-like plants, you're also able to see what look to be several different colors of undergrowth and vegetation, where there's purple, green, and very yellow-looking plants, all with very broad leaves that seem much, much larger than you've seen on any planet before.
Wow.
You guys start to get a little closer to the surface, not too far above the tops of these trees, when you start to hear a few thuds every once in a while, fairly rhythmically, when in the distance, out of the yellow mist, you're able to see what looks to be a gigantic kind of humanoid creature with dark brown fur, but the proportions of a human, save for his the creature's arms, which are much longer. This creature kind of walks on its knuckles, similarly to a gorilla, and as it gets within a few miles of you guys, you're able to tell that it is almost to the height of many of these tall trees, and it has large fangs protruding from its mouth. It starts to just kind of walk by with these large thuds and move on back through the mist until it's completely obscured.
Damn.
So,
Oh, damn. All right, so looks like... Okay, is there any, aside from the plants, is there any sign that we are in, like, some designated landing area? Like, is this, like, a sort of... Like, is this area under control, or, like, are we kind of in the middle of nowhere?
So as the ship starts to slow down and you descend even further, till...
I thought we already landed.
No, you haven't
Since,
landed.
like, the creature walked by.
Nah, it's like you're still in the air, but this creature is so massive that it's easy to see from a pretty far
Oh,
distance.
so it's, like, far away, and we're spotting it while we're still lowering.
Yeah, it was probably like a good 5, maybe 8 miles away, but you're able to hear the thuds of
Oh,
its
damn.
feet and see it through the mist. But
Yeah,
the
big
farther...
boy.
Yeah, the farther away you guys look towards the horizon, the more dense and yellow the atmosphere comes, kind of creating a filter over whatever you can see. And you notice that the higher up you guys were, the easier it was to see through this mist. But as you guys start to descend and get closer to the treetops, you notice that visibility is a little more obscured. As you were passing by, you also saw some fairly large domes of what mostly look like glass, kind of encapsulating these like mid-sized cities. One or two of these speckle the landscape, and you're able to see a couple small outposts as well in these clearings where there isn't as much vegetation and trees that aren't protected by any domes, but just are definitely human-made structures. So the shuttle starts to slow down and engage its landing sequence at hovering over a kind of decently sized clearing with a stone landing pad, and the shuttle just kind of hovers down very slowly and eventually lands with a bit of a jolt onto the ground, and you guys are now on the surface of Venus.
Quick question.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the map.
there's the map.
Do we need spacesuits?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
No, you don't. Fortunately, between the terraforming and the large amounts of plant life, you can tell that the atmosphere, while kind of yellowy and a little almost sulfuric, as you can tell by the smell as soon as you open the
Yeah.
doors,
Melting metally.
and melting metally, it's a fairly decent temperature, because it is, as you guys were descending onto the planet, you would have been able to see that the location you're heading towards is pretty close to the border between the light and dark halves of Venus.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so
So we're at like one of the poles.
yeah, kinda.
Okay, got it. Okay, right. So
But all of this plant life
that makes sense.
was able to, between the terraforming that had already begun and the plant life, has created a fairly hospitable condition for people.
At least around here.
Yeah, at least around here.
Got it. Okay.
So,
All right. So then, well, do we have any? So do we have any like specific mission orders that we got, or?
so you guys know that there should be a fairly decent size. Sorry, I'm just putting down a ship on the Roll20. There should be a decent
Oh,
size.
it's adorable.
Yeah, right.
Jeffrey
love
is so
it.
cute.
I love you, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's just a thruster.
Jeffrey.
It
Damn right, Jeffrey's a thruster.
it's not the most detailed depiction of Jeffrey, but it's good enough. So you
Do
guys
you
can
have any
see-
more detailed?
Jeffrey's a big one.
He is a big boy. Oh wait, I forgot. I said he was
20 by 50, right?
he was 30 by 50. So 1, 2, 3. So just kind of approximately, because it's not a perfect model, but he'd be about like that. But yeah, so you guys can see that there's a path leading through the jungle, and as you guys were descending, you noticed a fairly like small outpost of human like researchers that was nearby, and so you can kind of infer that that is the area that you guys were meant to land on, as this is the landing pad that is closest to the outpost.
All right, so yeah, then I look to my boys and I'm like, well, I guess let's just get this started. And I just open the hangar door, or the
Yeah,
whatever the cool
We
science
exit the
door.
craft.
yeah,
That.
yeah.
I do that.
So as you guys exit this spacecraft, you basically, the only way to go is there's forest all around, and then there is a path that seems to lead towards the encampment.
Does the encampment like which like direction is it? Like to the east or the west or south?
It's like there's only one path.
Oh, there's only one path.
So yeah, so there's like the path that you can kind of see in front of you. There's like the stairway.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
and the
this was
path.
All right, so
So,
we head west down the path.
Yeah, so I'ma have you pause right there, and please let me know what is y'all's passive perception.
My passive perception is
13.
10.
All right. So, as you guys make it fairly far down this path, you start to hear a rumbling, and you can look up to notice some of the foliage in the jungle in front of you starts to move a little closer to you. And and
Roll initiative!
yeah, and
hedgehog?
I would like you all to no, I'm trying to make it bigger. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Wait,
Yes.
what is it? Oh, so the trees themselves
Yes,
are moving.
GM.
It looks like.
Yes, so what looked to be a kind of like reddish plant with some vines
Oh,
extending
shit.
into the earth, and a like red flower that's extending up about 5 feet into the air starts to move towards you guys a little bit and extend its tendrils.
I got 15
So-
initiative.
Fuck yeah.
I also got a roll. I also got 15. What's your dex modifier? Yeah,
Me?
Wait,
because we got the same thing.
Yeah, I also have +2.
Oh,
Oh, you both have +2?
For initiative, yeah.
Yeah. You guys.
Oh, by the way, Nova, you add your dex modifier to your
Yeah, I
initiative roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
That's what the 2 is.
I don't know how to deal when you. Yeah, that's what the 2 is. And then Baxter didn't add his in the roll initially, but yeah, that's cool.
But I
suppose
told
both
you.
could just roll flat d20s, and whoever gets the higher one gets first initiative.
Cool.
Yeah, that works for me.
I got a 2.
Or it could be whichever one of you is cooler. We can decide that.
Apparently Baxter's
14.
cooler.
Nice. Okay, so
Yeah, apparently I'm cooler.
Baxter got his 15, Cassette got her 15, but she is going second. That's not how you spell Cassette. Whatever.
Yes, tet.
Guess tet. I like give her
Guess
that
it's
extra
tets.
T.
Guess.
Want to see my
it.
tets?
Wait, is that how you spell Gazette?
Yeah,
Show
I've
me
been
your
spelling it
tets,
like-
I know you've been spelling it wrong the whole
I've
time.
been spelling it like French style.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense because you're a French man. Gossette. Yeah, that's how he's been spelling it.
Gossip.
Oh. All right. So, the plant with its beautiful rolls and quick reaction time manages to get the first move.
No.
So.
That's stupid. Trees ain't fast. You ever seen a tree? Dumbass.
No, but it's Shadow the
That's
Hedgehog
zero, but
tree.
it rolled-
These Martian trees sure
Picture
kick ass, huh?
It rolled a 17. I don't know what you guys want from me.
Trees can't roll dice,
one can.
dummy.
All right, so let's make sure that you guys pause wherever you are. Okay, cool. I want to measure this distance real quick, and also all of the Eden, no. All right, it is 35 feet away from Gassette and around 40 to 50 feet away from Eden
All right.
and Baxter, to let our viewers know. And so this plant, it starts to release a little bit of a what almost looks like a tinted gas from its mouth a little bit upon
bad
upon the sense of you guys. And so
That doesn't sound good.
I'm just double checking.
Oh
So-
my god, that evil DM laugh.
All of you, let me roll and
Oh, it's a
then-
large creature, isn't it?
so kind of, it's more that just the thing is really tiny.
Oh, okay.
It's like a medium-sized creature. Actually, it's probably more like 5 by 10. So let me just.
I was gonna say, but there's plus one to hit it.
There we go.
It's there.
Nah, it's a medium. Yeah. All right. So as it senses you guys, it flies out 3 tendrils. One towards let's see, what's the range on that? It sends out 3 tendrils. Sadly, only 2 of them are even able to reach in the first place.
Hey.
But it attempts. Yeah, good for you, Baxter.
Yeah, but if
but-
you notice, before you before you measured, I moved behind Eden.
Yeah, no, I saw.
I mean, yeah, I can't fault him for that.
Yeah. So, this thing shoots out 2 vines, one of which whips against Eden, but kind of falls down harmlessly, not even able to touch him, while the other one flies at Gassette and wraps around her leg, effectively holding her.
Cassette
with
laughs
a
and steps
vine
out of it
tendril.
as she separates her foot and reabsorbs it. Bitch.
Bitch. And after realizing that its kind of tentacle attacks weren't so effective, it uses its move to kind of get in a better position and moves closer to the middle of all of you guys. And that is the end of its turn. So the next
Light
turn
this
is
motherfucker up, Baxter.
Oh shit.
Sorry, where did it move from?
It moved from over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot we can hold down the click.
Yeah, hold down the quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to. You can see this area. Fuck it. You know, I was gonna totally do like cool things with Fog of War, but like
You start
this is
counting
hard.
down on this pizza.
See.
All right.
Um,
So it is Baxter's turn whenever you're ready.
Okay, what am I gonna do? So it's got like a big old flower, right?
Yeah, it's kind of got like a flower / mouth thing.
Can I shoot a crossbow bolt right into its mouth?
It's a piranha plant.
Flower mouth thing?
Oh sure. Yeah.
Cool.
You can roll for it.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Oh damn, we're on fire today.
There. Alright.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Wow, yeah, okay, that's a nat 20. So that definitely hits, and then you get a crit for damage, which means you get an extra die that's set
Yeah.
at max.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's automatically set at max? Right.
Yeah, so one of the dice that you roll is set to max, and the
Yeah.
rest you roll normally.
I do 13 damage.
You do 13 damage. Nice job.
Yeah.
All right. So you see this crossbow bolt fly directly into the kind of mouth flower thing of this walking plant. And you see it basically lodge into one of what looks like a really fleshy petal, and it doesn't make a lot of noise, but it kind of shakes its head a little bit to dislodge the arrow before letting out some more of this kind of like colored gas from its mouth.
Damn.
Yeah. On to, unless you'd like to make any movement, it is on to Gassette's turn.
Nah, I'm
Alright.
staying where I am.
How far away is this? So this guy's 35 feet away.
Yeah.
So, and I have 30 feet of movement. You know what?
5 feet of attack.
Because I don't know what that gas is, and like, if it's gas, it could be like poison. Or actually, wait,
I feel like Gassette would kind of know that she's weak to gas, so I
Gassette-
wouldn't consider it metagaming.
Gassette knows what she's weak to, but I don't think Gassette, because I'm pretty sure Gassette isn't weak to poison. If she's weak to acid, but like, she's not especially weak to poison. She's not resistant to it. She's just not vulnerable to it either. There's just poison to her.
For sure. Yeah.
But like, if it does, so I think because she can't tell if it's acid or poison, then I think she's gonna play it safe and cast. She's just gonna cast Firebolt from where she is.
Cool.
So and it's
So
that's just a ranged spell. Oh, it's a ranged spell attack.
yeah, so it's a rain. I'm looking it up as well.
So it's
Right,
D20 plus 5. So slash roll. 20 plus 5. 23 to hit.
Ooh.
So that's I rolled an 18.
Damn.
I'm doing really well.
Yeah, that hits,
I
yeah.
should hope so. And this, so then slash roll.
Yeah, that doesn't go much for time to run. Jeffrey, say this.
Jeffers.
3 damage.
Sailor.
3 fire damage. Though.
3 fire damage. All right.
Is it vulnerable to fire?
Yeah, you don't see it react too much more than the other attack. It kind of, the firebolt launches from your hand. You throw this fiery kind of flaming mote of material at this plant, and it doesn't manage to catch on fire or anything, but you can see that where it was hit is a little bit of a singed area. It looks like some of the kind of plant flesh burned away a little bit.
Woo!
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Cool. All right, it is on to Eden's turn then.
Boy, oh boy, I'm bad as burnt pollo off the grilling.
What?
Don't worry
Let's
about
It's just Anthony being
I-
Anthony.
it. Basically.
I draw my shield
Mine.
and advance in front of the Gassette human with my 15 feet of movement.
She's not human.
And
Close
she's
enough.
human as far as I'm concerned. And I take
Oh, thank you.
a defend action. Or, I mean, I guess it's a dodge action, but I mean, as far as RP goes, I'm just holding my shield there.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
All right. What's the size of your shield?
My shield is 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
So it weighs 400 pounds.
Of course it
Holy
does.
fuck.
Sorry,
The
200.
fuck?
200. Oh, so
Still
much
though.
better.
What the shit?
Okay. So, this planty man, he sees this giant hunk of metal coming towards him, and it's a little spooked, is a little not so ready to deal with this man's yet, so he kind of just moves around. Right, so that's 30 feet there. Fuck, you know what? Okay, trying to make the picture look bigger, it's really messing with the fact that it's not actually like taking up 2 hexes, so I'm just gonna move it back. So it was over here, and then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, cool. So this plant kind of tries to flank a little bit and uses its movement to advance on you guys, moving around to the side so that it's able to see everyone, and tries once again to attack with its tendrils. Ooh, big oof.
Woo.
You didn't roll so great that time.
Oh yeah, Gissette's behind that barrel, right? There's
Oh,
like
I
a
am.
barrel between the enemy and
Yeah, I guess that is behind the barrel.
Can she
I'd
be
s-
in the barrel?
If she says she wants to be, she could go
No.
in the barrel.
I'm not in the barrel.
You could be
Oh,
though.
that's not.
You know what? Wait, so if I like roll a die to see if I'm in the barrel, is that a barrel roll?
Yes, it is.
I hate my life.
I love you.
So I'm gonna
Why
say
the
that
fuck did I say that? Cringe.
that barrel is, I would agree, is giving you half cover unless you're specifically ducking behind that, but
Which I'm not.
Yeah, so
I'm not really worried about this thing.
Gissette, let me check your AC real quick. Ooh, yeah. So this tendril kind of flies over both Eden and Gissette's heads. It's having a hard time trying to grapple onto these things, but it does manage to get a vine wrapped around the leg of Baxter.
Kinky.
So
Baxter's too far away for me to sentinel attack.
So Baxter, as you as this vine kind of wraps around your leg, completely entangling it, the vine suddenly goes taut, whipping you up into the air and pulling you directly in front of this creature.
Oh,
So you are
shit.
now within melee range
Oh,
of this
shit.
creature.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Oh shit.
However, it is unable to do anything else
Hell
during its
yeah.
turn, so it's onto
Oh,
your turn,
thanks.
Baxter.
Oh hell yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna use that new longsword I got. Since I'm in melee range, might as well.
Yeah.
I'ma
Turn those
just-
hedges, they-
I'm gonna just stab it in the flower bud.
Nip it in the bud, they say.
Hey, nip it in the bud. Exactly.
Zach,
Gotta love them Game Grumps
Sick.
references.
you're like
Uh-huh.
a goddamn gigolo, ready to burst.
And you got 5 more minutes at
Oh my
least.
god. Okay, so
We're fighting a giant plant monster. I'm
I
so
rolled an-
happy.
I rolled an 8, and this
Uh-huh.
is the one that has +2 to hit, so 10.
Okay. So, you swing your sword at this plant, but it kind of just bounces off the fairly almost rubbery substance of its body without really doing any damage.
That's why Jennifer dumped you. That's
That's
why Jeffrey
your
dumped you.
turn.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, that's our version.
Jeffrey dumped
So
me.
rude.
Jennifer dumped me.
No, Jeffrey dumped me.
I know, I just really want to say that.
Okay, that's enough Game Grumps references.
Go watch their channel, by the way.
Good. I mean, I think more people. I think most people probably. Well, maybe I don't know. It's good.
Well, maybe they haven't seen that specific video, though.
They've seen it.
It's like their most
It's
popular.
That's
like
fair.
the best. Anyways, let's focus on making
Game
our own
Grumps tangent.
content.
Back to Jeffrey.
Make the plant hurt. Make the plant hurt.
Save me. Or
Oh
don't.
wait, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. All right. Seeing that Baxter is in close
You say
proximity.
America!
I said Americano because I'm drinking a watered down coffee. Anyways.
So because I see my good friend Baxter in close proximity to this thing, I cast Burning Hands. I'm joking.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Hands.
I'm gonna hit him with another. Actually, you know what? I form my throwing daggers, and I'm gonna use those. So I wind back my hand and I just yeet it at him. So that's,
Hell yeah. Roll for hit.
So that's 16 plus 4. So that's a dirty 20.
hits. That's a dirty 20.
So then that does 1d8 plus 2 damage. Seven damage.
7 damage.
Then I take out my other one, and I throw that one. That's a 3 plus 4. That's 7 to hit.
My 10 didn't
to hit? Yeah, that misses. Yeah.
All right, so that one
my
just
10
that
didn't
just
hit.
goes like
manage-
whizzing past its face.
Yeah. It would have hit one of the like flower bits of its mouth, but it manages to retract it just in time for the dagger to whiz right by, only an inch above.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Well, never mind. Well, I did roll a 7, so it's more like it like fell halfway there.
If you want to make it canon.
Is it like
But,
no?
yeah.
Like the hit was perfect, but it like I just lost control of it. And it just splatters against him.
Hell yeah, yeah, I like
Drips
that.
down him. It's like, oh,
Also,
fuck.
Alright. It kind of turns its attention towards you now that its like head thing is covered in goo, and lets out a little more gas towards you. This time it's a little like purpley.
Rebecca.
bitch.
It's a little purpley.
And
Damn, it's
it
getting
so like
Bye,
how-
bitch.
like how far like
Yeah,
how
purple.
how long is the gas like is it like shooting out the gas at me, or is it just like kind of like or in that area?
It's kind of just like out in front of it. It's almost like an
So it's
exhale,
just
but like colored. It reaches about around 5 feet in front of it, maybe a little less before
Got
it
it.
completely dissipates and like distributes into the air. So, Plant Man is unhappy about all of the small little daggers in its flesh. It's got a lot of little cuts and scrapes all over it, so it needs to take out its anger on someone. And Baxter,
No!
you're right in front of
oh
it.
yeah, you probably should have moved.
So, it. You probably should have.
I couldn't have. It's holding me
Right,
in
my
the
bad.
air.
Oh, honestly, I thought he was rooted since he had that tentacle around him.
I mean, yeah. So he is technically
Oh, I should
grappled.
have thrown the dagger through the tentacle. Like, that's-
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah,
I don't think I
honestly.
rolled
rude.
good enough to do that though.
I mean, yeah, maybe it'd be kind of a hard hit. But anyways, Baxter, what's your AC?
12?
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Okay. So this thing like rears back and is just it looks like it's about to miss you with its bite when it yanks the tendril that's holding you just a little bit closer, and it's able to grab your arm within its mouth, kind of melting it a little
Oh,
bit
shit.
with
Oh
acid.
fuck!
This isn't as
And
sexy as I
what-
thought it'd be.
Not it's not like too much horrible damage, but it is pretty it's pretty bad. So anyways, Baxter, as this thing kind of bites your arm, you end up taking you end up taking a total of 15 damage.
Holy shit.
fucking shit!
Holy shit,
What
15?
the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Fuck yeah!
Holy
Okay,
shit.
alright.
I repeat my
Behind me, baby.
I repeat my last. Not as sexy as I thought it'd be.
So Baxter,
That acid.
it is now your turn.
I'm pulling out the big guns on this motherfucker.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there a way for me to get away from this thing?
You roll a strength check, don't you?
Yeah, so you roll a strength check to break
Wait,
free of the
how do I give
grapple.
Bardic?
You
how
could
do I give
also-
Bardic inspiration?
It's not
That's
your
an
turn.
ability that you have, right?
It's not your turn, too.
Oh, it's a bonus action. I was hoping it might be a reaction or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be too.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
Oh well.
But it's okay. You guys all have your actions before Baxter gets totally fucking demolished. So, Baxter, it is your turn, and what would you like to do?
Get out of there! Holy shit!
Yeah, so the
Um,
vine is still wrapped around your leg, and just if there's any way that you'd like to try and get rid of it, whether it's like a strength check or anything else you'd like to try, feel free.
Is there a way that I can make it dramatic enough to justify using an acrobatics roll?
Oh, I mean, like, describe it, and I'll let you know.
You contort your body to squeeze out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
So like, give me some RP. Give me a description of what you think Baxter would try and do to get out of the grasp of this tendril wrapped around his leg.
Okay.
Even if it's around his leg, that gives him more wiggle room.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can still use the rest of your body.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna try swinging back and forth. You know, I assume it's holding me upside down.
When it like pulled you to do the bite attack, it actually kind of like pulled you up into the
Yeah,
air,
I was-
so you're dangling.
I was
a
imagining
little bit.
myself suspended in the air.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna swing back and forth, hanging from my leg, and then just try to
Cool.
like lift off of it. You know, like the badass I am.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
Give me that roll. Give me
That's
that roll.
a D20, and it's gonna be acrobatic.
And the acrobatics, that's +4.
So that's a 14.
That's a 14.
Is that good enough?
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm. Okay, yeah. So I'd say that roll, you'd be able to, with your RP, because I liked your
Yay.
description of that, you're able to kind of, with the other foot that isn't completely entangled by this, stomp down on its head, surprising
hell
it,
yeah.
doing a backflip backwards so that you're able to get slightly out of range, and you now have half of your movement speed left.
Okay, half my movement.
Holy shit!
speed.
Get out of there, though. Get out of there. But damn,
I know. I'm going to.
like that was really impressive.
So half my movement
Yeah, so you can move
speed is
15
15 feet. So I'm gonna get as close to the others as I can. You know,
Cool.
I'm far away
Yeah.
from this guy. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Is there any other action you'd like to take? Because I'm fine with considering that as your movement action.
So I could still attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Firebolt then. You know what? Why not?
Well, why not?
Why
you pull
not?
out your flamethrower.
I pull out my goddamn flamethrower, and that is a 16
You've got
to
a
hit.
vengeance. Hell yeah, that hits.
Hell yeah. So that is... Okay, that's 1d10 damage. Which is an 8.
Ooh, all
Hell
right.
yeah.
So as you backflip off of this plant, leaving almost a small little indent in its flesh for a second
Ooh.
there, you're able to just barely break free from its tendril and hop backwards a little bit, gaining some distance before cocking your flamethrower and launching a blast of fire that singes the majority of the top half or one side of its head.
Hell yeah.
So a decent amount of flesh is kind of burned off from the side of it, but it's still kind of spry. It looks towards you with a vengeance.
And then, before my turn ends, I quickly turn to Gazette and say, "Please heal me! Please heal me!"
Hey everybody, it's Nova here. I hope you guys are enjoying the episode, and I'm glad that our little show can help you take a break from the chaos and tragedy befalling our world. I just want to really quickly say that Black Lives Matter, and we have a duty to show that we value human lives over property and products. DATHA doesn't actually make any money, but if it did, it would go to supporting the protests. In the description, I've put a couple links to a bunch of different fantastic organizations that are helping to support the protests. No plug for today. Stay safe and enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right. So when you guys, or I guess we're all.
Turn, motherfucker.
Yeah. So
Oh!
it's Eden's turn. Let's
Right,
do this shit.
right.
Okay, so we're good to go?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So Eden's getting his makeup turn because we didn't forget him. That's not what happened.
Definitely not.
So we took a quick dinner break, folks, and now we're back, and I'm getting my lost turn.
Get the schwang on.
On the off chance we ever end up with a
Schwang.
fan that is fan enough to be paying attention, I want a counter of how many times we've skipped my turn. Because I feel like it's 2 or 3 by this point. I'm already like,
It is too much.
It is
It's
too
because you're
much.
so
I'm so
quiet.
sorry.
alright, motherfuckers.
He's like loud to me, but it's just because he's not like as close to the mic as I am.
Here is the dealodosis. I will be moving 10 feet to the down.
Oh shit.
Actually, make that 5 feet to the down. And okay. Yeah, alright. And then
I see what you're doing there, Rebecca.
uh
In
I-
roll 20, she's
Get away
checking.
from my boy.
In roll 20, she's checking to see how far away I am.
I was checking to see how far Gusette was, but you're like near Gusette.
I
Well, I'm gonna get a whole lot closer to fuck this thing up.
Please heal me first.
I will. I'm
Good.
I was gonna use a 2nd level catapult, but I need to heal you.
Mm.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Yeah, don't worry.
As I'm approaching the creature, I'd like to get a general gist of how hurt Baxter is from the attack he sustained.
He got fucked up.
GM.
Oh, me? Oh, so
I'm like looking at Baxter.
Yeah, so
Extremely.
you-
how
you-
poorly hurt does he look?
yeah, so basically at like 5 different points where the different like flower petals of the mouth of this thing bit down on Baxter, you see large puncture wounds that are actively like kind of bleeding. It looks
Gushing.
there's probably like one on his shoulder, one closer to like his armpit kind of pec area, and then one on each leg, as well as one somewhere on his like upper back.
Rebecca,
Yeah.
please tell me I'm gonna get some sweet scars from that.
If you wanna.
I mean, if I went
I-
through all
there-
the pain, might as well.
Yeah, like no, I'd say that this shit would
You know
probably
how I got
scar.
these scars?
You'll have to ask a set to like
Extreme
heal
gardening.
you in a scary way. Make her heal like everything except the top layer of skin, so that still
Yeah.
scars over. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so he's like turning kind of pale from the blood loss type thing.
Is it my turn?
It's Eden's turn. He's thinking.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Yeah, good. You good. You're next though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like doing
Of course
things.
she's not.
Seeing that Baxter's in a big way, or is hurt in a big way, I lunge at
Yes.
the enemy and take a reckless attack at him.
Ooh.
Purge the Xeno! Let's see, that is a d20. I have advantage.
Fuck yeah.
Wow!
Oh, wow.
Two
A
Yonks.
5 and a 2.
plus 4,
Oof.
that is... Or, wait,
Just
plus-
rolled a
right, 'cause I'm
5
proficient,
then a
so, that's an 11.
That doesn't hit.
Okay, I missed that motherfucker.
Okay.
All right, on to Gusette.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around. Gusette, like, just
And
like,
you can move through character spaces.
yeah, Gusette, like, hops like on top of the barrel that's between her and Baxter, and she just like grabs Baxter by the shoulder and casts 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's 2d8 plus 3.
Do I roll it or do you?
I roll it.
Okay.
2d8 plus 3, and that is 10. 10 HP recovered.
Okay.
And then
Sweet.
And then, as a bonus action, Gusette is going to, I don't know what the verb would be, but give Baxter some bardic inspiration. So
Inspire him.
she begins to sing, "Holy fucking shit! Oh my god, be careful, what the fuck?
It's not a song.
La-di-da-di-da. Run like a motherfucker.
It's
I
snowing
liked
on.
the first song
It's
you
not.
did.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Nice.
I couldn't think of a song.
No, that's okay, man. You can still use the spell.
Yeah. So you have
Or ability,
Just be
I
glad you
guess.
have inspiration. I'll write a song about you after you die.
Also, Zach, I forgot to mention, you get 1 badass point for your RP earlier.
Cool.
Really?
What does that do?
You will be able to later, in between sessions, exchange it for XP, gold, or you can use it to gain advantage.
In between
Yeah, so
sessions.
just write it down somewhere.
Yeah, just write it down somewhere. We also, if you have like more than just 1 or 2, feel free to negotiate for anything else with me.
There should be a spot on your character sheet that's made for badass points. On the bottom of the section, it should say death saves. Just click failure. And it's a dot on one of those. And for every badass point you get, up to 3, just mark one of those. And once you're at 3, let us know.
Will do.
But yeah, mark that shit down. Alright, Gassette, is there anything else you will do during your turn?
Flip off the dump plant.
Cool. On to Eden.
That slimy bird.
That
Slimer.
slimy motherfucker.
I stabbed that motherfucker again! Fuck that boy. Let's see. That is a 18 to hit.
Hell yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. That is 1d12 plus 4.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. D12. That's an 11.
Whoa.
That's a 15.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Alright. Yeah, so you are able to lunge forward successfully this time with your lance and basically spear it almost through one of the the plant legs.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a pretty gaping hole in the side of its leg, but it's still able to put weight on it. It hasn't just fallen yet. Alright. So it is on to the plant's turn. This plant, he's trying to think of all of his options. He's trying to figure out what the best thing to do is right
Plants
now.
can
So, this plant's a little special. Yeah. So it moves up 5 feet diagonally, so it's in front of all of you guys. And just a minute. So as this thing moves towards you guys, you see it start to rear its head back a little bit and open up its flower face as wide as possible. And it rears back a little more and basically like coughs. It kind of like convulses, and suddenly a large purple cloud envelops all of you in
Bitch,
this
what?
like spore coming from its mouth. So everyone roll a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. Wisdom.
How wise am I?
Let's see.
Could be wiser.
Question.
Could be wiser.
16.
16. All right.
That's a 7.
That's a 7.
That's a
And
6.
All right. With all of your modifiers. Okay. So, Eden manages
Yonks.
to steal his will, as one might say, and fight off the effects of this gas, but the rest of you are now feared for the next minute.
Which,
What the fuck is this?
Don't worry about it.
what does that mean?
Gassette's convinced.
I'm
Gassette's
pull it
convinced
up.
convinced it's like acid, so she's
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
out.
You, however, it RPs. So let me just read off the description of Frightened, so we're all on the same page. Just a second. I tried to do a web page, and it was like, "How about you give us money?" So no. Okay, there we go. Jump to. Oh my God, Anthony. All right. So.
Oh shit! I deleted Eden! Wait a minute! Yeah, I swear!
I thought you meant to.
This is what you get
Oh my
for
god,
up a new
Eden
character
uninstalled
sheet.
himself.
This is what you
God.
get for pissing all over the screen. Okay, but as I get back Eden, I'd like to just go over Frightened. The condition means that both Gissette and Baxter have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. The creature, you also cannot move willingly closer to the source of your fear. So you basically can stay where you are, but you can't move closer, and you have disadvantage. Wow, that's a pretty good rendition, you guys. Nice. Yeah, that's a good Eden.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
All right, so right, it's still the plant's turn. So so as I pull up Eden, the plant also tries to. Oh my god, that's an incredible. Wow, I like the red eye. That's a
What did
you can keep it talking.
The height of maturity.
The height of maturity. All
You
right.
guys want to explain what you just did to the audience?
No, they don't need to know.
I gave Eden a big dick.
And sword. And you
No, that
and
was
Gissette
me.
has Gissette, you deleted yourself.
Oh no,
Not again.
You're an idiot. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh,
you
God.
Roll
guys.
20 technical difficulties, don't mind us.
Okay, wait. So let me
I've
give you
returned.
control over you guys. So, the plant also attempts to, realizing that the robot basically seems unaffected by the gas it let off. It decides to try and throw its tendril at Eden again, and so it rolls to hit, and it does manage to hit. So
Ooh.
Eden, you are now grappled with this tendril, and it pulls you 1 foot closer so that you are in melee range with it.
1 foot.
Or 5 feet.
Yes.
Sorry, one block, 5 feet.
Okay.
And that is the end of this
With-
enemy's turn. It is on to Baxter.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Baxter, fucking kill it.
Maybe run, Baxter.
So fear means I can't willingly move towards it. Can I still attack it?
You also have disadvantage on my skill checks.
Yeah, so you can
Okay.
do everything except move closer to it, or and you have disadvantage on all of your attack rolls and skill checks.
Ooh, okay. Is there a way to become not frightened?
Oh.
As far as I know, there isn't, but I can double check. It lasts for a minute, which is 10 rounds.
Okay.
Holy
ten-
shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You do also have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
That
that's
is true. So you
That's
could
true.
give yourself advantage with Bardic Inspiration, which cancels out the disadvantage.
true. Yeah.
Well, no, it's only plus 1d6.
Oh, never
Oh.
mind. Oh yeah, let me read it. So you gain a Bardic Inspiration die, and anytime in the next 10 minutes you can roll the die and add the number to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Oh, okay. So you still have disadvantage, but you can roll a d6 and add that to any roll you choose, basically.
Okay. Even like to attack or only for damage?
For attack or damage. The only
Wait, you're gonna add the d6 to damage?
Oh, never mind. It's not damage. It's just attack roll, like attack to hit. So it's either ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
God.
And so the only caveat is you can use the Bardic Inspiration die after you roll the d20, but you have to use it before I say whether it fails or not.
Okay. Okay.
I
Hey. Hey.
wouldn't purposefully try to kill you.
You sure about that?
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't
You did hit me for 15 points of damage before.
That.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just want to let the people know. My max is 16.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, you heard me. I
Hey-
told you
hey,
I needed
Baxter.
to be healed.
Hey, Baxter. Hey, buddy. Hey, Baxter. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, no, you healed
Run.
me. You healed me. You healed
Yeah,
me.
no. So he's back up to 11.
Yeah.
If it does, if it gets that attack off on you again, you'll die.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
fine though.
No,
It's
I mean
fine.
he won't die. He'll go unconscious.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
Yeah. The point is, Rebecca, clearly you're okay with intentionally hurting me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the point.
I'm gonna firebolt him. You know.
Oh,
fuck it.
okay,
Fuck.
for sure.
That.
Oh, yeah, that
No.
misses.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, a
that's
9 does not hit.
Ooh,
Wait,
Can still move though.
Bardic Inspiration though.
Yeah.
I think its
Yeah.
AC is something like.
Yeah.
So
you
yeah,
know
it's definitely under 15.
Yeah, but you know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
I'ma just, you know,
I am about to head out.
Just remember, you can't move closer again.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Okay,
That's
cool.
okay with me. I'ma just get away from it, and you know what? That's okay. I won't use my inspiration this turn. I'ma
Mm,
just get away. Getting away
cool
sounds good.
beans. Yeah. All right, so it is on to Gassette's turn.
All right. So okay, I can't help but notice on the map that just behind me there is a cart with some items on it.
Mhm.
Can I at a glance see anything on there?
Yeah, so you'd see mostly the items that are on the map, which in this case would be a pickaxe, a bag filled with you're not sure what, a bedroll, and a box full of apples, basically.
About how heavy is the pickaxe?
Nice. Pick it up.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know, but
Can
it'd be
I-
like the standard
Can I?
pickaxe weight type thing.
If a two-handed greatsword is 6 pounds, can I assume that it's less than 10 pounds?
What is
Has
this
Cassette
weird
ever
math
lived on a
puzzle?
greatsword?
Yeah, so what do you know? I mean, we totally saw them in the dungeon earlier. You would know that it's less than a greatsword.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't know how much.
So, all right.
Not true.
Yep, that's all I need. So,
Plus, if
No,
Cassette's
this
never
is
held a
heavy though.
greatsword- Plus, if Cassette's never held a greatsword, then she wouldn't know the comparison.
but I mean,
How do you know she hasn't held a great sword? Also, Gissette, remember you
Nova,
can't move
Gissette.
back.
she's not held.
Do you
If
use
she has held,
greatsword?
if she held a greatsword, she probably would have tried to memorize it.
You know what? Honestly.
All right, fine, fuck
Nova-
it. I move back. I run back to the cart, and I grab one of the apples.
Okay.
An
And-
apple.
Yep, that's less than 10 pounds, isn't it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Gissette is freaking out, she's absolutely fucking terrified right now. So she just runs back and just sees the cart and she just hides on it and just grabs it up and just throws it. But she also casts catapult at a second level.
Mm-hmm.
So choose one object wearing 1 to, in this case, 10 pounds within range, which is 60 feet. So
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's you're 35 feet away.
yes, I am. And then the object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in your direct. What the fuck? It says the range is 60 feet, but then it says the object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground.
So I'm gonna assume that's the same as most other ranged weapons, where the smaller distance is what you can accurately hit, and the longer distance is what you can hit with disadvantage.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Mhm.
And then on a fail save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take, in this case, 4d8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh wow.
So make a
that is broken.
dex saving throw.
Hmm. Oh, okay. All right. So let me
Also,
just...
wait, we never established how this plant is moving.
Oh, so it has little kind of legs made of vines type thing.
Who is
Okay.
who is that
So basically,
laughing?
when it puts its legs together, it basically just looks like a stem, like a large stem that's coming from the ground, but it can kind of split that stem and use it as feet. It's a little slower than you guys, but not by much.
So it just, you can see in the chat, it just rolled a nat 1. So you crit, Nova.
I crit?
So you get, yeah, so you get one of your d8 is just set to 8, and then roll the other 3.
Or don't I, isn't it like, don't I get like a 5th d8 that's set to 8?
Oh, yeah, let me double check the rule. I think you're right, but I just want to make sure we have this all the same. Yeah. Right. Homebrew rules.
Yeah, so for me, you
Write this
gave
shit
me an
down.
extra die.
Yeah.
Nah, Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
'cause I had 1d6 and you
I think
told
that's
me
how it should work.
Yeah, okay.
to
Let's
roll one of them and have the other automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
that
roll the normal damage of the spell, and then also
Yeah.
add it.
yeah.
All right.
And your modifier.
20 or wait, my modifier? What's my modifier?
Yeah, plus your modifier.
Will it automatically? What is my range spell attack or whatever? I don't think this doesn't
So
have
it's
a
your
modifier.
spell attack
Oh,
modifier.
spell attack.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, so
yeah.
it's your spell attack modifier.
I'm trying to find that right now.
When you
I don't have.
when you click on the
Yeah, I'm
spells
looking for
tab, it should be at the very
Oh,
top.
plus 3.
Oh, it's plus
Oh,
5.
it is. What the fuck?
That's to hit. The modifier is plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because,
Gotcha.
Oh, so plus
Yeah,
so
plus
23
3. Cool.
fucking damage.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah, so you run away, almost in fear, kind of flailing.
Wait,
and
no,
then
no, but I
catapult an
didn't roll with
apple.
disadvantage. Oh wait, no, but I didn't roll. Yeah, so no, it's good. It's good. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you didn't roll, so you're good.
Suck on that.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, so this apple goes hurtling at this plant, who miserably tries to dodge out of the way, but kind of just like throws his head into it. And the apple lands straight in the middle of his like flower mouth and kind of chokes him for a minute before he eventually kind of clamps down on it and crushes it in his mouth. But that you can kind of see there's a few tears on the inside of his mouth. He's starting to bleed a little bit.
He's only
Alright.
just now starting?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh
I
my
guess that's
God.
even more
Yeah.
scared now.
And it's Eden's turn now. Yeah.
So by the way, guys, a quick note. Whenever a grapple check is made, when the enemy, so the grappler opposes a strength check versus the target's acrobatics or strength. So earlier, Baxter, in order to fight the grapple, you don't have to do anything special to make an acrobatics check. That's just one of the options. You can either choose to contest the strength with your own athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
This is open.
Yeah. You
I got a
actually
bad
got
accuracy point for it, so.
yeah. All right. So it is on to Eden's turn, and Eden, you are still technically grappled by your leg with the vine from the monster. But this monster's hurting pretty bad now. You can tell that he's starting to bleed, and he has visible cuts and burns all over his body.
Alright. Let's see. I would like to grapple the motherfucker and move him 5 feet backwards.
Okay, up.
After the grapple.
Yeah. So opposed strength check.
Right, I just have athletics. Plus 1. So that's a 4. It's a 10. I got a 10.
All right, I'm gonna roll for him out in the open. That's a 15, plus 2. He rolled a 17.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. It is on to the plant's turn. Now, both Baxter and Gazette moved pretty far away from this plant. It's having a hard time even really spotting Baxter and Gazette between like the cart and all the barrels that are kind of spotting the landscape in between each other. So this plant focuses all its attention on Eden and rears back to go for a bite attack. And so it okay. So what's your AC, Eden?
17.
17. Alright, so it manages to get one bite off, kind of pulling your leg up and trying to chomp down onto your leg. It doesn't do a whole lot but he does manage to make a solid connection, so I'm gonna roll for damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was hoping I could go this whole fight without taking any damage.
Okay.
It's gonna give me that acid.
Yeah,
Let's see
he's gonna give you that Pearson. Oh god. So he does about 21 damage.
21 damage.
Yeah. And he gets another attack because he's that badass and tries to reel back to bite again.
He gets 2 attacks?
He actually gets 3.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
But
Okay, I'm ready for it.
yeah,
But,
no,
fuck it.
he manages to land another attack on you.
So the first one was 21.
The first one was 21 damage. The second,
Jesus.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The second attack deals similarly to Baxter around 13 damage,
Okay.
and that is the end of his turn.
No third attack.
Nah, the other people are too far away, and he's not gonna bite you again.
34 damage. Alright.
All right, it is on to Baxter's turn.
Eden is bloodied.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Like, not actually, but like.
oh shit.
and the plant is too. Yeah.
Oh
So
god.
that's 34 damage. That bad. I like this enemy or that bad.
Why? Because he's fucking you up?
Yeah,
it's about
yeah,
to be an
definitely.
enemy That's like got some fucking teeth.
Oh my
It's a
god.
scary fight.
Hmm.
Okay.
Strategy is good. I do
What
recommend
kind of damage was that?
piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Pure.
Yeah, so it's not actually acid damage, but he does have like for like flavor
Wait.
text. He uses a bit of like kind of acid stuff to melt his enemies, but it is technically piercing damage.
Is it like a blend of acid and acid? Like, would I be immune to it if there's a little bit of acid?
100% of the damage that I just took was piercing.
Yeah, so his bite attack is
Oh, okay.
piercing.
I just
That's why Baxter came out of it with like a bunch of giant holes all over him.
got it.
Is because like each of his kind of flower petals of his mouth has several, but specifically one giant tooth that he uses to clamp onto enemies or deal massive
Oh,
damage.
okay. So if I can just get unfeared, then like I can get up in this thing's face because piercing.
Not that Gazette heard any of the words the GM just said.
Yeah, so he still does do poison damage in other ways. But like Gazette
but I-
wouldn't be able to tell
I
like,
was
what
just
the
worried.
type of
oh,
damage.
Good point. Yeah.
And Gazette also wouldn't be able to tell if this thing's using
Yeah.
acid or poison. Or fucking unicorns.
And also, she's
Mhm.
scared, and there's nothing she can really do about that.
Yeah, she's literally frightened, but yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
I am going to use Acid Splash
Oh no.
for you. I'm gonna use Acid Splash.
All right.
Ow.
Don't worry, Gazette. This will not target you.
Okay.
It says.
I don't think
it
I
says.
can stop worrying mechanically right now.
Okay. Well,
Literally.
out of character. Don't worry. It says I can choose 1 or 2 creatures within range. Okay. And the range is 60 feet.
Cool.
So,
So it's not an AoE.
Um,
You get to choose the target.
yes, I do. That is what it
Nice.
says.
All right.
Which I think earlier we
Torch.
might have thought that it was a range, but no, it says that I can choose 1 or 2.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he has to make a dex.
Okay, dex saving throw?
Yep.
Alright. Let's just roll that. He got a 13.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, is the
Doesn't that
DC
still hit?
is the DC a 12?
Yeah, it's a 12.
I thought
Ah,
it was a 14.
damn.
Why would it
Did
be?
you add your proficiency modifier?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, you're right. Because it says dex save 12, but then my modifier is 2.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. That's great. That makes me very happy.
Yeah, okay, so it hits. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Right, so he has to take 1d6 of acid damage.
Man, Acid Splash is really shitty compared to
Ah,
other
fuck.
spells.
That's a 2, but
Honestly,
I
between the
add
fact
4.
that You can choose targets and it has 60 feet. I don't think it's so bad. Maybe the damage isn't so great.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Rebecca,
Yeah, alright, so.
6
what's up?
damage.
6?
I rolled a 2,
Oh,
but
right, because
I
your
add
attack.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
-6.
So I take
Yeah,
like
so-
a little flask of acid off my belt and I throw it at him, and the glass breaks.
Mm.
And
Nice.
Cool.
splashed with acid. Acid splash.
To be dexterous.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he kind of just doesn't even notice it coming as it arcs over Eden's head and over onto the plant. And this acid, the vial breaks on his face and kind of splatters down his body, causing a couple little welts, but otherwise not doing much more. It is on to Gassette's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna start it off with. Hold on. Wait. Choose sorcery points that you regain when you can use that as a bonus action. Oh, but it's an action to use the sorcery points? That's weird. Whatever.
Wait, what are you trying to do? I just want to make sure.
Oh, I want to regain a second level spell slot using my sorcery points so I can
fucking
convert.
cool.
But it says sorcery points, 1 action, uses 2 per long rest. Convert sorcery points, 1 bonus action.
So
So like,
that sounds like you use your bonus action to use the sorcery points, which means you'd.
Convert it, yeah.
yeah, can we just say that? Because like that make like
That's what it sounds like to me.
okay.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I mean, I'm just
Awesome.
trying to double check, but yeah.
So I give up. I trade in 1 of my first level spell slots for 1 more sorcery point. Then I use those 3 sorcery points to buy back a second level spell slot. And
Cool.
So fucking awesome.
That is really cool.
oh yeah, it is. And
Kick his ass.
Kick
Hit him with
his
a chair.
ass!
Hit him up with
And-
that fireball.
yeah, I'm gonna just cast Firebolt after that.
Cool.
So I just make a ranged spell attack.
Sweet.
That's a cantrip.
What?
Firebolt is a cantrip.
As in, you don't need a second level spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just want it. I just wanted it around.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
you just
making
wanted
sure
to
you
like
know.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I just wanted to do that. Alright, can I cast
Cool.
it at a higher level?
No,
I think
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
yeah, cantrips can't be cast at higher levels.
Ah.
You just use them.
Oh.
Oh wait.
No.
Yeah, no, never mind.
It's 5,
But if you have any
11.
other spells,
Yikes.
11. Yeah, that doesn't manage to hit.
What is your modifier?
Oh, and
Oh,
and damn it! I should be using other spells because I have disadvantage. I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, that's my turn. Kind of wasted.
it's okay. It happens.
I got my spell slot back. I'm fine.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Why
do some
isn't
badass
it
damage
dead?
later. On to
I
Eden's
don't
turn.
like it. Fuck you.
Rip.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Here's the deal. I rage. I am one pissed motherfucker. And
Yeah.
I would like to. I would like to use an athletics grapple check to push this guy back 5 feet and knock him prone.
All right.
With a grapple check.
Yeah. Okay. So opposed strength.
Isn't that kind of interesting how
It's
Eden can rage?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like he's a robot.
He
I
is.
got a 14.
Oh, you don't roll with disadvantage. You're not feared.
I'm rolling with advantage because I'm raged.
Oh, whoa. Cool. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So that beats his roll of a 12.
All right.
Okay, so I move us both down a square,
Okay.
5 feet,
Yeah. Let me
and
just.
knock him prone.
Sweet.
And
me
because
just a second.
my unarmed attacks have the finisher quality, I roll damage with 2d4, so that's 5 plus my strength modifier of 4. I deal 9 damage.
I'm just gonna put that for
Nice.
prone. Nice, you deal 9 damage.
Oh,
All
wait,
right.
But now he's
So
farther away from us, so
That's correct.
oh my
A
God,
little
he's
bit,
40 feet
but-
away from me.
I'd also say through knocking him prone in that good strength check, you have successfully gotten rid of the grapple on
Nice.
you.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh, in that case, I'd like to move.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
move back 5 feet back.
Cool. You said 6
Actually-
damage?
9 damage.
Nice.
9 damage. All right.
Actually, since I have... Oh. Yeah, I'll just move 5 feet.
Okay, so you are now 5 feet away from this monster, and he is oh, right, 10 feet away from this monster, and he is prone. This guy, after Eden steps back, both Gissette and Baxter, you're able to see that where Eden stomped one of his kind of legs, the same one that Eden was able to lance with his spear and deal massive damage, is now pretty much flattened.
Oh, nice.
So he's more or less lost the limb at this point. He can still kind of use his other tendrils to support himself, but it's a little bit of hobbling.
Wait, I'm raged, so that deals plus 2 more damage.
Oh, cool!
So that's 11 damage.
Yeah. Cool.
You got this,
Okay.
Eden.
So it is the plant's
No!
turn. He is knocked prone. Let me double check how that. No, he's knocked prone, so
still
that means he
scary.
can't do as much. Let me just. He is still scary.
Yes,
So
you're
he
scared
can
too,
only
don't laugh at
crawl
me.
unless he stands up to end the condition, and he has disadvantage
It's
on attack rolls
OOC.
until he moves up.
I'm OOC laughing
alright.
at you.
I know, but that's the joke is that like I know you're.
You're metagaming. I got it.
I guess technically yes.
I'm sorry, Nova. We're just
Yeah,
being annoying,
are.
but
I'm
We're just messing
scared.
with you.
I'm joking.
okay. So I think to stand up action, I'm pretty sure that uses it leaves his full action, and I'm just double checking to stand up.
It could just be movement, like all of his movement.
Oh wait, it says or stand up and be left with half the action. Okay, cool. So
I think
Wait,
getting up
is
from
that
prone
strength
is your
action?
entire action.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's
just
supposed to
trying
be
to see.
really punishing to knock
Um,
someone prone.
No, it says you use half your movement to get
I
up
guess I
from
was
being
wrong
knocked prone. Um,
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
wrong.
so- no, so he manages to stand up, but isn't able to really move much after this, and tries once again to actually, what he tries to do is release another aroma from his mouth. This time it is a dark purple aroma, and the only one in range
Strength
is
saving throw.
Eden.
Strength saving throw.
No,
Strength saving throw.
it's
Punch
a
the
DC 14
gas.
con saving throw.
Okay.
This green gas, you better con the fuck out of this gas. Oh, that's a flat 14.
18.
18.
Oh,
Oh,
con
actually
the
20
fuck
because
out
I'm
of it.
proficient.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, so you totally yeah, okay. So you still take damage, but you don't get any of the extra effects from this basically poison gas that the plant spews at
and
you.
it's poison? Yeah, I resist poison anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, this is just a bad matchup for the plant.
Okay. Yeah, no, it really is. Now that like the squishy humans are out of the way,
It also
metal
has
isn't
a
that
lot of-
great.
So, by the way, just for future reference, Rebecca, in case you're doing poison saving throws against us, I
Yeah.
have advantage on all poison saving throws.
Oh, cool.
So even if I didn't get a 20, I would have
Nice.
gotten another roll.
Cool. Yeah.
Because robot.
All right. So let me just roll for damage real quick, and it is a total of.
Oh, so I'd take half damage or something.
It's that you still take the damage no matter what you get on the roll, but you don't get poisoned and take extra damage because you
nice.
saved the con throw. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. And you can also, if you were poisoned, you would also roll each turn to save. But that deals a total of 10 damage.
So 5 because there's...
Or 10 poison damage, so yeah. Yeah, 5. Alright.
Ow.
Ow. Yeah, it is on to, Gissette. Or no, it's on to Baxter's turn, right?
Yeah,
Is it?
absurd.
Oh, right, because the plant went. Right, fuck.
Yeah, the plant went.
Plant went.
Plunt.
Let's see. What will I do? What will I do?
Better kill this motherfucker. He's gaining ground.
Shut up.
I'm just taunting you. You guys will be fine.
He's 35 feet.
What do you
God
mean?
damn it.
Is he gonna attack Jeffrey?
No! He can't attack Jeffrey!
Not Jeffrey!
No, he couldn't attack Jeffrey.
Jeffrey!
Jeffrey. Me and Baxter are just Jeffrey each other from across the cart.
That sounds
Jeffrey.
vaguely dirty. Please don't
It
Jeffrey
does.
me.
Please don't
I'll-
Jeffrey me. Saying anything like that sounds dirty though.
No, I'm a virgin.
Just please don't blank
No.
me.
Stop!
Please don't croissant me. Please don't bubble me.
Anyway,
Please don't projector me. Yeah, go on.
I'm a firebolt him.
Aha!
Oh!
Aha!
Okay, let's do this. That
Maybe.
is a 12.
Plus any modifiers?
Yes. So it's a 14 in all.
That does not hit. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Hey, Zach, out of character, what attack were you trying to use?
Firebolt.
Was that Firebolt? So with Firebolt, don't you add to your attack roll both your proficiency and your spellcasting modifier?
I thought we went over
So, for
this, and it
example-
was just the +2.
Yeah.
No, that's the damage. So
No,
to
no,
hit, I,
the
No,
damage
it's
is the
the +2.
+4. The damage is the +4, which is the spell attack.
Wait, you have a +4 to your damage from Fireball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a damage to everything.
Oh, I have a plus.
Yeah.
Oh my, wait, hold on. I haven't been adding my my modifier to any of my spell attacks,
That's what I was trying to tell you.
like ever.
Oh
Dummy.
no.
All my
That's what I
spell
was trying
attacks.
to
Yeah,
tell
no,
you
for
before.
the first like 3 sessions, I was forgetting to add the extra bonus to hit for all the enemies, so you guys were getting missed a lot more than you should have been. So with
So
the
I'm just
16,
mixing 'em up.
you do hit. Yeah, it's okay. I mix shit up all the time. Like
Okay. Hell yeah, though.
roll for
Anyway,
damage.
Okay. That is a 1d10 fire damage. Okay.
You guys killed those copalds much easier than you should have been. I'm so mad
Oh,
about
hell
that.
yeah.
I wanted them to be so.
That was a
Hell
nat
yeah,
10.
you got a yeah.
+2.
Fuck
it's a
yeah.
12.
Nice.
+2.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Fuck 'em
So
up.
as you launch this fireball at the plant, you kind of see the plant not even seeing the fireball coming at first, like exhale a little bit of the orange gas that you saw hit Eden. As the gas collides with, as this fireball passes through the orange gas in front of the plant monster, it ignites the gas with both
Oh, shit.
causing an explosion and hitting the plant with a fireball.
Did I mention I backed the fuck up?
Yeah, and Eden
Yes.
did back the fuck up, so he's out of range. But you at this point, the entire like side or most of his face, pretty much, except for the inside of his mouth, is completely like charred. It's burned. It looks like it's a dark brown to black, pretty much all over him, and he's starting to really look like he's fucked up at this point.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
All right, it's on to Gassette's turn.
And yet this motherfucker still isn't dead.
Alright,
No, but you did a lot of damage.
Yay!
yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I found a tried and true strategy. I grab another fucking apple and I yeet it at first level.
Oi!
Roll a dex saving throw, bitch.
All right. Let's roll that throw. He got a 2.
Oh shit!
God.
Oh, that's so close to a crit. Oh, that makes me so mad.
I know,
But I mean, he
right?
did crit last time.
So that's 4d6 or 48?
3d8. Because it's the first level.
3d8.
Oh, right. You're cool. Roll them d8s.
Do I add my damage modifier?
I think so. Let me double
Does it say in
check.
the spell description?
Um,
It's catapult, right?
yeah, I'll check the spell description. I'll double check. So
Holy fuck. That did more damage than when I crit at a second level.
Oh my
That's
god.
21 damage without my modifier.
you just got a really good roll.
Damn.
I think you add your spell attack modifier because I think the way it
24
works
damage,
is that
baby.
you. So it should be a +3 to your roll. Yeah, so 24.
24
yeah.
damage.
Yeah. So
Yikes!
this fucking apple lands right in the middle of where the firebolt hit this plant motherfucker. Lands right in that hole and base.
Anti-fox bombs? Oh, this guy's dunsies.
It lands right in the charred hold and actually goes straight through the entire
Oh,
plant's
shit.
body
God.
as it just kind of falls to the ground limply.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
I finished it?
Yep.
Fuck yeah!
Killed it with an apple.
Hell yes!
Oh god.
An apple a day keeps the doctors employed.
So congratulations, you have finished your first fight on Venus.
Fuck yes! Oh my
Forgot
god, that was
gotta ask
for a
amazing.
minute.
How much XP is it worth?
Oh yeah, you all get 1,000 each.
Whoa!
Oh damn! Alright, that's better than slaying that pussy earlier.
About 100 times. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
I'm in major outfit.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that anybody knows.
I mean,
I'm doing
so
alright.
I'd say
Oh, I do love
in
that.
character, Eden kind of just has like some dents in the metal, just all over. Where similar to how Baxter was affected by the bite attack, same thing happened to Eden in 2 different places.
We're dead.
So he has,
Actually,
like-
get hit since the big hit, right?
No.
No.
Alright, then Gazette walks up behind Eden, like pats him on the back and also casts first level cure wounds. Like, you did great, buddy. Like, but also just casually casts it. Okay, so that's 1d8 plus
Alright.
3. Also, so on that spell, it shows my modifier, but on all the other spells, it doesn't.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, a lot of the texts are kind of confusing.
Alright, you're
I think
healed
it's
for
also
11 hit
because-
points.
Sweet peas. I think it's also that, like, I think for spell attacks, you're always supposed to add your spell modifier, but since you're healing, they had to specify.
Hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, but it's still confusing. Okay, so the path is clear for you guys to proceed to the Venus compound if you so choose.
Let's see. So I didn't take a single hit in that fight, but
Oh yeah, you didn't,
But-
because the vines went through you. Yeah.
I'm down to 1 second level and 1 first level spell.
Hmm.
Not bad.
So,
That's still pretty good.
do you
Wait,
think we should take a short rest? at
wait.
least?
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Do we know? In like the mission thing we got, are we supposed to meet someone in the compound or?
I don't think we know anyone here.
Yeah, all we heard is we'll receive further instructions once we arrive.
Oh, good. Oh, we
Yeah.
should head back to the ship, rest up, and look for that message.
Cool.
Because, like, they
Yeah.
wouldn't just send it to a random hazmat encampment.
Yeah.
So, so we run back to the ship.
That's false. No. I say, I think it's absolutely foolish for us to wait in this ship when God knows how many more creatures could be on their way here after seeing this massive ship landing. We ought to just get to the compound. They're probably familiar with these creatures and have defenses in place to keep them at bay. I say we move now.
Damn, you're right. Okay, I love you, Jeffrey.
Gazette walks over and hugs Jeffrey, gives him a little kiss.
Baxter, you're a tinkerer, yeah? Do you think you could make use out of the noxious substances on this creature?
Yeah. Rebecca, is it possible for me to get any of it?
Go over and tell me what you'd try to do.
Well, I assume I probably have some vials or something on me. I guess I'd just try to collect some of, I don't know, whatever is there. do
Okay,
plants have
so-
blood? I mean,
They got
Does he
juicy-
have, like-
I mean, this one
oh my god.
this one definitely has like juices.
Does he have like
roll-
It's a
venom?
juicy, thick plant.
roll an intelligence? Let me see if there's any skill that would fit for this.
There's nature.
It'd probably be survival.
Yeah, I'm torn. I think nature. Roll a nature throw, because survival's wisdom.
What about investigation?
Oh yeah, sure. Like just so you're looking. So in that case, you'd be looking for some type of like the aroma or something that
Yeah.
contained what it was spewing. Yeah. Okay. So
And that
roll an
works
investigation for
out
me.
because that means I get a +4.
Hey.
That's why I did that.
Yeah. No. I mean, you can be metagamey as long as it fits an RP.
Hell yeah, 19.
19. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
19.
So as you kind of like poke around at this like lifeless plant, you can see that inside its mouth is a couple different little pouches that
Ooh.
are filled with some sort of like kind of liquid substance, and you can see that there is one that's orange, one that's purple, and one that's green.
Can I take one of each? Like one little vial of each?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Oh, dude, Baxter, share the Gatorade.
Oh my god.
Cassette drinks all 3.
You wish.
Oh my god.
Take 10d8 poison damage.
Okay, Rebecca. What would I
Mhm.
write that as?
For now, just write down the colors and like whatever you can say, like plant juice or whatever. Just whatever will help you like remember what it is.
Okay, what colors are they? They're orange, purple, and green.
Yes.
Knowing that the group sustained heavy losses, I go back to Jeffrey and look for those supplies that Elysia mentioned that were hidden in the ship.
All right.
And I just rummage around for anything of use.
So Eden, as you look through the crates of supplies, there are 3 different crates that you find, and each one has the same materials in it. There is a mess kit.
Those are you eating?
She's already broken into the mess
I
kit.
mean, yellow.
Hey, thematic. All right.
Lucky.
So Eden,
Cannibalism?
It's very loud.
in each box you find a mess kit, field medicine kits, a coil of 100 feet of rope, a flashlight, canteens, and a day's rations.
Okay. I walk back out, I smash open this barrel, and then check inside this bag.
Oh, for sure.
And I close up and lock up Jeffrey,
Cool.
just so we clarify.
Yeah, I
For a second, I thought you said Jamie. I was like, why are you tying up Baxter?
So,
I mean, I wouldn't be
On- on-
opposed.
you and me both, brother. So in the crate, it's completely just filled with an assortment of fruits, mostly just like apples and oranges, some old world stuff that's a little harder to get these days. There's also the bedroll, which is just filled with linens, and then there is the bag, and the bag inside of it has a couple vials of liquid that you're not quite sure what it is. I'd like you to roll a
Roll a what?
or I'm checking what the
Investigation?
skill check would be.
Medicine, nature,
E-
best.
Yeah, so I'd say it's medicine.
Alright, I got it. 14.
No bonuses? Okay.
Plus 2.
+2. Okay, yeah. So okay. So you hold up these vials and you see what kind of looks like medicine that you've seen before that resembles kind of like an antitoxin type thing. You don't exactly know how it's used or what toxins it counters, but you do know that it should be able to nullify the effects of some sort of poison.
Cassette, you have experience healing people. Can you come over here and clarify to me what this substance might be? I believe it could be an antivenom. Perhaps the people at the compound could clarify for me, but if you could have any idea of what this might be, it could be of great use.
Oh yeah, it's anti-venom.
You're certain? So this is definitely an antivenom.
As certain as I am 14
Deanna,
out of
she
20.
right?
I'm 14 out of 20 certain.
So you rolled for it?
That's what you rolled. I thought you were asking me.
That's what I rolled.
I thought you were just RP asking.
Yeah, you can.
I'm asking Cassette.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you were just.
Basically, I'm asking for
Sorry,
like, a
I
help
thought
action.
you were asking just like fucking. roleplay.
Yeah, no. So
I
he's
got a
asking.
nine-
He's
I got a
asking NRP.
19 plus.
Oh, cool.
That's 22. Yeah, it's anti-venom.
Oh damn.
It's anti-venom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's it an
so
anti-venom for?
Eden. So as Eden's looking at this, he RP's asking for you to like identify what it is, and then through that you can choose to roll, which is like still considered kind of part of the RP because it's determining like,
Got
what
it.
you know or not. Yeah. So through the roll, you're able to kind of tell that it is definitely like an antitoxin, and it seems specifically crafted for the like types of toxins that are used on Venus. As you can tell, it's kind of a different composition than the stuff that is used on different planets. So what you can also tell is that it's like a bit of a mixture of different antitoxins, so that you don't have to try and
General purpose.
yeah, it's a general purpose. It's not specified.
And this entire, like, bag is full of it.
No, there's about 3 vials in there,
It's alright.
and then otherwise the bag just has like pretty much the same stuff you
Nice.
saw in the kits that you had. It has like rope and probably a couple mess kits to go along with
Awesome.
the
So we
apples.
have some
Rebecca.
Alright.
dope ass.
Rebecca.
What's up?
Is all the
What's up, Zach?
vials of antivenom exactly the same? Or different type?
Yeah, so they're just 3 vials of the same substance.
Okay. But why don't we
There are 3
distribute it
vials here. I move
between?
that everybody takes one.
Yeah.
Who wants one?
I want one.
Alright.
I don't really
Hey.
I
carry
toss one over
things.
Baxter. Oh, you want some? Cool. Alright.
I will carry
I'll
it
take
for
2
you
then.
guys. Should I carry it for
It's like
both
if I
of
have
you?
a backpack on, then I can't really.
Nah, I'm taking 2 of them.
Wait, what was that, Eden?
I said I'm taking 2 of them. Or I didn't say it, but like Eden is taking 2 of the vials after hearing Gissette say that she's not interested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, I can't really carry stuff. I would if. Like, I guess I can, but like
You can carry
It's-
stuff
it's
until
in-
you transform. Yeah.
it's extremely inconvenient.
Yeah, and it kind of have to. You'd either have to hold it in your hands or like pull it out of your body.
Yeah.
Which sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it would probably make some things stop working properly, but it depends.
Like
Probably.
what?
It's probably not
No.
a good idea. You know, but I think that I don't think that's Lunarian specific. I think all people should only in very certain circumstances put things inside their bone bodies.
Yeah, probably.
Like-
I like that you specify bone bodies. That's really
I
important.
said I meant own bodies.
Oh, own.
I like
Gotcha.
bone
So
bodies
like
better.
food that belongs in there. Or
Daggers? Maybe not.
not
Okay.
that. Fucking
So-
surgery stuff. That's probably good in there if it's done well.
Mm.
Dildos,
I-
yes.
I was gonna
I
ask
take the
about
whole
that.
bag, ditch the mess kits, keep 2 of the vials in there, and throw an apple in there with it, and then just carry the whole thing.
Oh wait, actually,
Cool.
wait. So apples
up?
would probably be like kind of valuable, wouldn't they? Because like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are.
'Cause, like,
they're
they're-
not like super common.
they remind people of Earth and like they got that nostalgia value and like they're probably hard to grow on other planets. So
Yeah.
I think you've got a point, Gissette. I'm taking 1 of them.
so basically I yeeted like diamonds.
Pure gold.
Yeah, you basically yeeted like a couple silver pieces each.
Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, let's move on.
Let's go. Alright, so you guys start to head down the path, which isn't very long. I'd say it's about 200 feet long, and as you walk down this somewhat narrow path with vegetation on each side, after about a minute or 2, you're able to see the outpost come into view.
Oh,
And so you are all on the right side of the outpost.
You did a great job with this, Rebecca.
I don't see
Thank you.
First.
You're farther on the right.
Oh.
Oh.
There we are.
Okay.
Oh.
We look.
Ah.
Whoa, this place is huge.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. This place
It's a
is
fairly
giant.
small outpost considering that it's only 2
Well,
buildings.
yeah, but the map that you made
Yeah.
is
Very
fucking-
detailed.
It's like
It was so big that I had to export it in 2 different PDFs because it
God.
wouldn't fit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are a bunch of like online creator tools, so it's just
are we
pretty.
supposed to be able to see all of this?
I mean, I couldn't find like a decent way to hide it all, but
Okay, cool.
yeah. Actually, you know what I can do is
Oh, God.
Momentarily. Yeah, don't worry about it. So, welcome to the outpost, you
Rebecca,
guys.
I'm worrying about it.
Welcome to the void.
Welcome to the void.
worrying
Yeah, let
about
me
it.
just. No, don't worry about it. I'm
Too
trying
bad
to.
I'm worrying about
Okay,
it.
wait.
No, Zach, you're not here.
Oh yeah, the source of your fear is now dead, so you guys should be
Or
courageous as
is
fuck.
it?
I'm
Oh,
bum, bum, bum.
oh.
So there we go. That's kind of, yeah. You can't see the inside of the buildings. You've never seen it. It doesn't exist. All right. So as you guys start walking into the Mars outpost,
Mars?
you see someone. I'm sorry, Venus.
Teleported!
You've teleported. No, as you guys walk into the Venus outpost, you see someone run up to you and go, "Oh, guys, you're all the new recruits, right? You're the people here to help us."
Yeah, we are. My name's Cassette. And this is Baxter.
Well, it's not. Oh, and Baxter. It's
That
nice
is
to
false.
meet you,
We were
Cassette
sent
and
here to receive
Baxter.
orders from Utology Corpsman.
Oh, yes, of course.
I show them the badge.
Oh, right,
Cool.
yeah.
Right, I forgot-
take that out,
I
too.
forgot to do this, but
This-
Cassette, like, she doesn't really know what to do with the badge because like it's supposed to like be pinned on her on clothes, and she doesn't have. So she just like copies it, and it's just like sitting in Jeffrey. Like it's just like it's just
Jeffrey.
in a bag with like her other stuff that she brought. I don't know what she would bring, but
Gotcha.
Why don't we just retcon that's in my bag?
thank you, Baxter.
Yeah, we can just say that like Baxter carries all the stuff that Cassette needs, but
Thank
can't
you,
like have on her.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
all of
dun,
these
dun.
pictures of people suck. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this, I'm putting up a little dude on Roll20 for you. So this dude runs up to you and says, "Oh yes, of
Jeffrey?
course. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had no." I didn't realize you had so little information on this, but yes, we've been expecting a team here to help us with many different issues we've been having with the outpost. It's nice to meet you, Cassette and Baxter. My name, oh, yeah, Eden?
Where is your superior?
Gotcha. Nice to meet you, Eden. He kind of looks at you and he says, "I'm the person in charge here. My name is Ellis Madigan." He rummages in his pockets for a second and pulls out
Ellis, huh?
a fellow insignia. This one has one little ruby in one of the sockets.
Sorry,
Oh.
Ellis what?
Madigan.
Ellis, Mad,
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
And you said what about?
Ellis is senpai.
Yeah, so his insignia has one ruby in it, which means that he is one rank higher than you guys.
Like I said, he's senpai.
He's senpai. He says, yes, I am the head researcher here at this outpost. I've been trying to...
I thought
What?
you were gonna say, yes, I am senpai.
Yes, I am senpai. Nice to meet you
Oh
all.
my god.
By orders of the CEO, we are here at your service.
The ultimate senpai.
I'm so glad to have you guys. We've been having a lot of issues around here with various break-ins and trying to deal with the wildlife. It's much harder than we expected. You know, I'm from one of the ecodomes that you might have passed overhead. Those things are so well protected, nothing gets in. I've never been in a situation like this where we can't even deal with the stuff that's going on. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Do you guys know what's gonna... Guys, please, just stop them from
Wait,
breaking in.
Ellis. Ellis,
But...
Ellis, you're
From
not
breaking in
feared.
where?
The thing's dead. You're not feared anymore. The fear effect wears off after the combat ends.
Oh.
Right. He kind
I'm
of
joking.
stopped
I'm joking.
hyperventilating a little bit and just
I'm
goes,
kidding. Keep being terrified. Fear.
Oh my
This is all out of character.
Poor
I'm gonna shut
guy.
up.
What is breaking in where?
Right. Eden, was it? Yes. So in several different moments we've had, our communications
I'm
room.
the EDM3EKU.
He wasn't programmed with good
the-
conversation skills.
Is that your... Is that your name?
Just tell us.
Yeah,
about
just
the
call him
issue.
Oh.
Eden. He responds to it.
Oh, okay. Eden 1. Okay, Eden 1. Eden 1.
Eden-san.
Right. So we
we've been having issues with the local wildlife just attacking most of the things that live around here. Extremely territorial.
Like those giant
and
gorilla things?
There's been. Yeah, we've specifically made sure that our ecodomes and outposts are outside of the territories of those monsters because so far it's hard to deal with them, at least with civilian manpower. If one starts to go on a rampage, we have to contact main headquarters and have them send over a ship. But most of the ecodomes are reinforced so that they can hold out for a period of time. But sadly, we don't have that here at this outpost. So we've been having issues with the fungus breaking into the walls.
Fungus?
It's been quite a problem. Yeah, there's been some type of weird spore type thing, a fungus that extends from the undergrowth and starts to creep up onto the structures. If we're not careful, it breaks in, and we've had several different issues with wildlife and this fungus damaging our walls. We're constantly doing repairs. It's really quite troublesome. I can't go on with my research like this. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So what you're saying is there's a fungus among us.
He kind of
I'm
chuckles
looking at
before
Cassette, and I'm looking very disappointed.
I feel like that's your main way of communication. It's just disappointment.
Yup. Yup.
But he turns around and starts walking and says, "Here, I'll show you guys to where we've been having the issues." And then he kind of turns around and gives you guys another once over and says, "Are you guys okay?
What?
It looks like you've been have you had any recent encounters with the wildlife?"
Oh, just a bit of extreme gardening.
I turned to Cassette and I'm
Well-
like, that one was pretty good.
Thank you.
Maybe I could show you to the bunks. You could rest up for a bit.
That would
and
be
we could-
amazing. And Cassette falls on her face again.
he kind of moves forward towards Cassette and goes, oh no, and tries to like
No,
help you up.
it's just a joke. It's a joke. I do it.
He does it all the
Oh,
time,
no,
don't worry
this
about
is
it.
my thing now. I just fall on my face.
All right.
So long
Well,
in the dirt.
everyone here could use. Oh no, Cassette, no! All of us here could use a bit of a break. So let me show you to the dormitories. And so
Awesome. Thank you so much.
he walks several yards down the pathway that you guys entered in from the right, and then makes a left to go down towards the dormitories, where he opens up the door. And just for reference, on Roll20, all of the places that I put like specifically black lines, if you can notice, I tried to make doors, but they didn't have door pictures.
No.
Yeah, so the black line is supposed to indicate a doorway. But he leads you into these dormitories where there are several different beds throughout the room. It's basically a room entirely filled with cots and people's belongings. Down the hall in one direction, he kind of points and says, yes, so this way on one side of the building, we have the washrooms, and they're, for any time you just need a break or take a shower, bath, whatever. And on the other side, we have a small communications outpost. It's much smaller than the rest of the communication outposts, the large towers that are speckled throughout Venus, but we at least get a good enough signal to communicate with different parts of Venus through here. The issue is that holes have been breaking through the walls in the outpost, and we've lost a few essential wires as well as our satellite dish. So we're unable to communicate at the moment. You guys are the first outsiders I've seen in a week.
So this fungus, is it damaging the infrastructure, or is it posing like a health risk to the colonists?
It's specifically to the structures, yes.
So
And I can show you in a bit. They basically break down the walls through some chemical process I haven't been able to study yet.
All right, so
we
we
were called
will.
here to fight plant erosion.
I mean, it's not the only problem, but it's the main one at the moment, considering that we no longer have safe structures to bunker down in when the
Yeah.
rest of the wildlife comes a-tromping. There's a common animal that roams through this area called a bulldrome. It's
Is it big monkey?
it's
No, it's more like a big pig,
Big
and
monkey
they roam in
called.
packs.
Hmm.
The large primates. Those are called Rajang.
Rajang?
They
That sounds like some fancy French dessert.
Their name is Chunky Kong.
You could also pronounce it Rajang, Mahjong.
Mahjong?
We're really just
Monk.
making up names at this point. It's
Some-
something to call them until we're able to get a more scientific
Raja.
Raja. Oh wait, I forgot how to spell it.
Like both of the two creatures that I mentioned.
So the large monkey-like creatures are called the Rajang. I'll just say that, and they're Rajang,
What's the other thing?
and the other ones are Bulldromes and Bullfango. The Bulldromes are the larger leaders of these boar packs, while the Bullfango are slightly smaller, but they still, in large numbers, they do a lot of damage. That's where one of our bigger holes actually occurred. We had some fungus creeping up the side of the mess hall wall, and it wasn't too bad. We had started to clean it off, but as soon as we went outside to try and get this fungus off the walls, a pack of Bulldrome ran directly at us. Luckily, the people around us, the workers around me, were able to jump out of the way, but the Bulldromes dove directly into the already weakened wall and created a massive hole in the side of our kitchen. As far as we can tell, so much of our food is gone that we're having to scavenge and forage.
Okay, I know exactly. So we will protect the outpost while you work, rather than focus on like buffing your defenses. You work on finding some sort of counter for this fungus, like some easy way to exterminate it, while we protect it from the Bulldromes.
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.
Currently, it's fairly early in the day, and most of the Bulldrome are still asleep or resting, so we should be able to take some time to recuperate before anything is necessary. So I'll just let you guys do your thing and let me know when you're ready to go.
To clarify, the Bulldrone are nocturnal hunters.
They're not nocturnal, they're just not morning boars.
Do they reliably attack at a certain time of day?
Usually in the late afternoons. Not necessarily. It's not that they're I don't think, at least, this is my hypothesis. People around here don't always take me as seriously as they should, but I believe that the Bulldrome aren't necessarily viciously attacking. They just can smell the food that's in the kitchen, and so they think of it as a food source. So every afternoon they've come back. For the past about 2 days, this wall has been broken, and they've been taking more and more of the food. Mostly fruit, which is lucky. We're able to survive off of some of the other, like, bread and meat scraps.
Got it. Yeah, it's not that common for bestials to be malicious.
Yeah,
Malice takes an ounce of intelligence, you know?
Yeah, these boars, the Bulldrome, I believe that they were originally just mutated after the change through, from the pigs that we brought over as livestock, but the rest of the creatures, I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure the Rajang and many of the plant creatures are actually has-beens who have morphed into such, like, distorted versions of themselves that while they may regain some type of humanoid form, they are more plant than human at this point. But they still, many of them still regain either the social skills or intelligence to be able to communicate between each other.
So, aside from the immediate threat of the fungi, what exactly are you studying here, Eli?
Oh, okay, cool. So, most of the things that we've been studying, we actually have an exquisite lab with several different specimens that we're researching currently. We've just had to pause operations, but currently this outpost is tasked with trying to figure out how to expand into larger swaths of territory. We've been having trouble both clearing out some of the more aggressive vegetation, as well as dealing with many of the territorial bestial has-beens. There are also the Bulldrome, which are starting to infest this planet. They're trying to stake out territory wherever they can, but they seem to be fighting with other currently unknown intelligent has-beens, possibly.
Really?
Don't tell any. No. And he kind of just shakes his head violently and says, "Don't tell anyone about. No one takes me seriously. All of them act so erratically. We haven't been able to figure it out. But I know that." One time, I could have sworn I found what looked to be like a tribal structure. I was out researching, trying to find different plants and specimens to take back, and I hadn't gone too far from the camp when I came across an area. It looked like there were small little, like, house-looking structures, very small, made out of different parts of the underbrush, but when I tried to bring back a research team, it was completely gone. It looked like it was trampled by something.
Probably more the...
What species are local that would fit in such structures?
As far as I know, I'm not sure. We mostly see the larger bestials and animals around here because they stand out from the undergrowth, but all of the smaller animals are mostly unknown except for some of the avian or arboreal creatures.
God. Interesting.
Those we're able to see from a distance, but otherwise, it's mostly the large ones that stand out. We haven't made enough of a foothold to really get research done. We're just barely able to maintain this outpost without an ecodome
Alright,
around
so...
it.
Does the fungus seem to cause damage indiscriminately?
Very good question.
We're not sure.
Is
Is there a particular area of this outpost that has sustained
more effective
damage?
against wood, metal, stone, concrete?
Well, all of the walls, at least on the exterior, are made out of a kind of concrete stone mixture that we've been able to create from just various earth deposits around here.
Venus deposits?
But as far as we can tell, the fungus just seems to expand from the edges of the undergrowth through the area that we've cleared out. However, it doesn't seem to be completely random, or at the very least, the spots it attacks seems random enough, but it's very directed. It's not that the fungus expands out from the undergrowth evenly. It tends to pick one path to make as much progress forward as possible.
Have you tried simply burning away the underbrush that's near the outpost?
We can do that with some of the plants, but many of these plants, especially since it's such a densely packed undergrowth, are either fire resistant or have so much water inside them that it's really hard for them to catch flame without an accelerant.
It is Venus. They'd have
It's
to,
surprisingly
they'd have to be
difficult.
adapted to extreme heat on Venus.
Yes, and acid.
true.
Almost everything here is completely acidically resistant due to all of the sulfur in the water.
Now, well, yeah, this is definitely a tricky scenario, but it really sounds like we have the best of the best researching it, so we're gonna rest up.
Oh,
of
thank you
course.
so much! He kind of like tilts his head a little bit and goes, oh.
Have you noticed the bulldango being attacked by the local flora that is aggressive? Do they have any apparent predators, and if so, are any of them vegetation?
We haven't been able to notice too many predators of the vegetation. We do know of a couple different plant species that seem to be carnivorous, or at the very least prey upon other species, but I haven't been able to observe them specifically attacking a bullfango. I wouldn't be surprised, though. At least for the bullfango, the smaller ones, they're probably much more likely to be preyed upon by just general other animals and has-beens in the area, but the bull drome are usually a bit too big to be handled by any one creature. At least in the medium variety. You know, there are some of the huge ones that could probably handle it.
Is there any competition between the bullfango and Chunky Kong?
Most animals and bestials, really everyone stays away from the Rajang. They're pretty territorial, but they always stick to certain paths of land in the area. So as long as you avoid those areas, it's pretty safe that they won't attack you. But anything that roams through there is even game for the Rajang. You can kind of tell where they've marked out their territory through the large footprints in the area. They tend to do almost like border patrols. trying to make sure nothing's come in, and if it has, they hunt it down.
Interesting. So they definitely retain a little bit.
In
They're
my short
they're certainly
time-
smart, even if they aren't sentient. You know.
At the very least, they have many keen
Yeah,
senses.
Definitely. Well, I'm going to go to sleep now, but tomorrow we're gonna rise and shine. All right.
All right, please let me know if you guys have any further
All right,
questions.
In the short time that I've been on this planet, I've noted large ape-like creatures. You've mentioned the Bullfango and the Rajang. There's even carnivorous plants that stand 10 feet tall, but if there's one thing that I haven't noticed, it's anything that flies. Is it true that on this planet there is no creature that takes to the air?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, there are several types of arboreal monkey bestial has-beens, I'd say. They basically look like humans, but slightly smaller. They don't
Oh.
fly, they glide. They're able to climb up to the tall points in the largest vegetation, and they have small membranes that, combined with the really thick atmosphere, they're able to glide for long distances, but they rarely touch the ground in fear of all of the dangers down there. They like to stay up high when possible. We've also observed a few flying, well, we're not really sure what, but some type of avian-like creature that has flown through the skies, but they're so small that as soon as any of our ships try to get near, they immediately scatter. We haven't gotten a good observation of what they are or where they nest.
It's strange to me that on a planet full of tall trees that bear fruit, or all of the threats that are on the ground, nothing is evolved to take to the skies. It seems like they'd experience no...
Well, I mean, the
Competition.
atmosphere only gets worse the higher up you go. You know.
It is true that the atmosphere is thickest at the bottom, or at the lowest points on the planet, so the higher in elevation, the thinner the atmosphere gets, which makes it much, much harder to fly at high elevations. That's why gliding has become so common between the trees, but even these tree-like structures are very few and far between due to the high amount of resources they require to even grow that tall. Not to mention, anything that big and that bears fruit would probably be such a nutrient-rich source of food that it would need to develop resistances against the large creatures, both herbivore and omnivore, that roam the area. We have found a couple tall rocky outcroppings that we haven't been able to explore yet due to the fact that they're just so far away from habitable areas on Venus, but we do know that there are some flying creatures. It's just they have a hard time taking off and getting back to the ground, and as soon as they touch down, everything is ready to swamp them. There are also several different varieties of plant that we know of that can extend tendrils up to 30 feet away from them, which means that anything flying in the air that low could be easily caught by these plants. They're basically bright red targets in the sky, metaphorically at least, due to the fact that all of the cover
So,
is on the
I'm guessing
ground while the
Baxter just,
skies
like,
are
fell
mostly
asleep.
open. Yeah,
Let's say that's what happened.
something like that.
So I think.
Sure.
I think Gissette just
Sure.
walks over to one of the beds and just turns back to Eli and says, "Well, Eli, that does it for my questions for right now. I will see you in the morning. Don't freak out." And she just falls back on the bed and just splatters onto it. And just falls asleep. Don't freak out.
Of course she does.
He just
Right.
kind of turns and stares, and he walks up to the bed and just kind of
What?
looks at you
Like,
and kind of
my
pokes your
just my
body a
face
little
forms out
bit.
of the, just like the blob, just like what?
Ah!
And then I just slowly start reforming, just like. Dude, I told you not to freak out.
Oh God! Oh,
I'm tired.
So, this is me quite calm. You have not
rude.
seen my freakouts. Don't
Such a
worry
rude.
about it.
Ellis.
Yes, robot man, Eden. Right? Does she do that? Yeah,
Could you provide us with a compass and a timekeeping device?
yeah. Yeah, I can.
Could you draw me up a map of the location of that settlement that you located of unknown origin?
Yeah. You'll just have to give me about 30 minutes to go find all of those supplies, but we should have them somewhere.
That is sufficient.
All right, I'll be back when I get them. And he heads through the doorway to the dorms over to the other building in the research compound.
I go back to the path that we were just on and fill the bag that I took with all of the rest of the
just
apples.
takes a nap.
Oh, okay, cool.
She just unwinds a little. Also, like,
Fuck
just out
yeah.
of character, like, I just want to say, like, she doesn't have to, like, decloak when she sleeps. Like, she can, keep up her, so, like, if there's, like, a long-term, like, disguise situation, like, sleeping won't blow her cover, but, like, she doesn't quite sleep as well. Like,
Yeah.
when she has to think about a disguise the whole time. Yeah, it's comfy.
It's just inconvenient. It's not
I can
her
sleep with a little
relaxed
blob
state.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, honestly.
While I'm grabbing the apples, I investigate the tendrils of that plant that we killed and test how strong they are. The limbs that it would launch, of which it has about 90 feet.
Yeah.
About how strong is that substance? I attempt to pull it apart,
Tensile strength.
sort of like a rope that I'm trying to snap just to see how relatively strong it is.
Okay. Tensile strength, yeah. So, you can tell that by this point the tendrils are a little bit deflated. They're not as like juicy. Sure. They're not as structurally sound as they used to be. They seem to have withered a little bit as after the plant had died, but you're able to pull them fairly far. They don't stretch too much, but after applying a little bit and a little bit more strength, you can tell that they are in similar durability to any common, like, well-made rope. They're fairly hard to pull apart.
Can I fit the creature in the bag?
If you dump the other stuff out, I guess. You could
Me
probably also
and
just
Baxter
carry it.
Take a nice little rest to regain our health and spell
Let
slots.
us see.
That's Eden. Fucking carries
Honestly.
the dead corpse that we just fought all
Yeah,
the way back.
yeah.
No, hold on. So, if I empty the contents of the bag into my backpack, could I then fit the creature
Apples
in
and
the bag
corpses.
as well as carry all of the apples?
Yeah, you'd have to, like, cram it in a little bit, but yeah, apples and corpses.
Okay. I carry the creature with me and head back and
Wait, just in the doorway.
enter an inert state near the door.
Just to be as
Cool.
inconvenient
Near the
as
door of the
possible.
dorm? I'm
That
gonna
works
just
for me, yeah,
So
in the
be
doorway.
Eli.
I'm gonna just put you like half blocking the doorway,
I like
half
Eli.
not.
Seems nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there you are.
Fuck! Really?
So, as
Oh my!
As you guys-
this is
his
not
name
a
is
bit.
Alice.
I'm the worst person who's ever.
yeah,
Shit! What was
his
the
name is
girl's name?
Ellis.
I forgot her name too. Rosa Sparks.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, her name was Rosa,
Rosa.
Sparks. Yeah. So Ellis kind of returns with the stuff that Eden asked for, and notice that everyone's pretty much unconscious and resting. So he
Shut up!
brings over a
Did you write it down?
He kind of
Oh.
a kind of poorly drawn map and of where he found the kind of tribal settlement, as well as a compass, and just lays them at Eden's feet.
I'm positive.
All right.
It does,
Well,
but I
this
wanna
seems
keep
like
going really
a pretty
bad.
good ending point to me. If y'all are good for tonight,
Okay, let's play Terraria though.
And
Terraria.
I think we'll save it for next time. We've been playing
Zach,
for a good
get
like
Terraria
4
and
hours.
Play with us, you fuck.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck yeah.